Aloha, beautiful souls, and welcome to episode number 63 of the Happiness Hub. I am your host, Marianne Rouse, your go-to gratitude consultant, helping solopreneurs and entrepreneurs just like you to build businesses that feel good and do good. This show is where mindset meets abundance, where positivity meets profit, and where you are reminded that success is about more than spreadsheets. It is about soul. Today we are talking about something powerful, gratitude in sales, and how appreciation, when genuinely practiced, can lead to more conversions, more connections, and yes, more abundance. Whether you have been selling your offer for years or you are still figuring out how to talk about your services without cringing, this episode is for you. Let's be honest. Sales has a bit of a bad rap. It brings up images of pressure, persuasion, and those "hey girl" DMs that make us want to run in the other direction. But what if we flipped that script? What if sales became an act of gratitude, a way to say, I see you, I hear you, and I genuinely believe this could help you? Because here's the truth. People don't buy when they feel sold to. They buy when they feel seen. And that is what gratitude does. It anchors your sales in authenticity so you're not chasing people. You are attracting them. So let's dig into what researchers are discovering about the link between gratitude and behavior, especially in the professional and relational spaces. So we're going to talk about two studies. The first one is the power of a thank you. And this one comes from Adam Grant of Wharton and Francesca Gino from Harvard. In their experiment, participants were asked to give feedback to a student on a job application. Half the participants got a standard follow-up email. Thanks for your feedback. It was received. The other half got more of a heartfelt message. Thank you so much for your feedback. I'm really grateful you took the time. Can you guess what the results were? Well, twice as many people in the gratitude group were willing to help again. That is a 100% increase in re-engagement, and that is just from a thoughtful message. This isn't fluff, it is data. When people feel appreciated, they are more likely to say yes, not just once, but over and over. Now let's take a look at this other study. And this one is about boosting productivity with gratitude. So Dr. Robert Emmons is one of the top gratitude researchers, and he ran a study at the University of Pennsylvania with a group of folks doing a fundraiser. Half the group made donor calls as usual. The other half received a pep talk from their manager thanking them for their participation and their dedication. So what were the results? The appreciated group made 50% more calls. That's right. They did not get any bonuses, no fancy perks, simply a few kind words. And that same energy can flow into your sales calls, into your emails, or your social media DMs. When people feel seen, they lean in. So here's a little bonus insight, because we've talked about this before of how gratitude rewires your brain. Well, practicing gratitude increases dopamine and serotonin in the brain. It's that same chemical or the same chemicals that reduce anxiety and boost your mood. This creates a calm, confident presence that clients can feel, even over Zoom or emails. So if you ever feel nervous or icky about selling, Gratitude is your built-in calming agent. It brings you back to service, back to love, and back to connection. Now let's shift gears for a moment and highlight a couple of recognizable names who have baked gratitude into their success stories. No Mr. Rogers or Oprah here. Let's take a look at Marcus Lemonis. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his name right, but Marcus Lemonis, Lemonis, the host of The Prophet. He is known for turning around failing businesses, and his magic formula isn't just about numbers. It's people, process, product. But let's zero in on the first one, people. He often walks into a struggling company and starts by thanking the staff and listening to them. I remember an episode with a small clothing company where the owner had stopped talking to the team and morale was in the gutter. Marcus stepped in, gathered everyone, and simply thanked them for sticking it out through the chaos. He asked about their ideas, their experiences, and most importantly, he acknowledged them. From that moment on, productivity shifted. Employees stepped up, communication opened, sales increased. The numbers changed because the people felt seen and appreciated. That's the ripple effect of gratitude in business. It lifts people, and lifted people perform better. All right, now let's talk about the Spanx founder, Sara Blakely. And I know we've talked about her before, but before she was a billionaire, she was selling fax machines door to door and hearing no all day long. What made her different? Her mindset. She used rejection as redirection. She also led with a sincere appreciation. When she started Spanx, she hand wrote thank you notes to every buyer, regardless of the outcome. One major buyer turned her down flat. Sara sent a thank you note anyway, thanking them for their time and energy. Guess what? 1 year later, that buyer reached out again and placed a large order. Why? Because she remembered how Sara made her feel. Kindness and appreciation stands out in a crowded marketplace. They are remembered and they convert. Now let's get some actionable tips for you because you know I love to leave you with tools to actually use. So, tip number 1, a pre-call gratitude ritual. Before every sales call or discovery session, take 60 seconds to write down one reason you are grateful for this person. Yes, even if you just met. And one way you hope to serve them, even if they don't buy. This will shift your energy from I hope I close this to I hope I help this person. Tip number 2, the gratitude follow-up. Whether they buy or not, send a quick voice note or email. Thank you for spending time with me today. I appreciate your openness and the chance to connect. This keeps doors open, leaving a lasting impression that builds trust. And if you want to go the extra mile, you're going to not just send them an email, but you are also going to send them a note in the regular snail mail. And if you want some information on the service that I use to do that, let me know, drop me a note, and I will share that information with you. All right, tip number 3, weekly gratitude outreach. Every Friday, message 3 past clients or prospects or business friends just to say thank you. So this is not to pitch, this is not to promote, just, hey, I was thinking of you today and I wanted to say thank you. I appreciate you. These messages are magnets for opportunities that you could not even predict. All right, here's a little bonus. We're going to talk about gratitude for the no. Let's talk about that hardest part of the sale. That is when you hear no. Can you still be grateful when someone turns you down? Yes. In fact, that is the most important time to practice it, because a no today may be a not yet. And if you meet that no with grace, with gratitude, and with kindness, you are making it 1,000 times more likely that they will remember you. Try this. Thank you so much for your honesty. I appreciate you considering it. I'm here if anything changes. And either way, I am grateful for the connection. Boom. Mic drop. No hard sell, no pressure, just appreciation. That is how you stand out. So, what is a big takeaway? If you only remember one thing from this episode, let this be it. Gratitude builds connections, and connections is what converts. When people feel seen, heard, and valued, they buy. Not because they have to, but because they want to. So, beautiful souls, what can you do to add more appreciation into your business? Can you thank a prospect today? Can you thank a team member? Can you thank yourself? You've got this. Gratitude isn't just something you feel. It is something that you practice. And the more you practice it, the more abundance you attract. And if this episode sparked something in you, would you do me a huge favor? Subscribe, leave a quick review, and share this episode with a fellow business owner who just might need to hear this message. Let us spread gratitude and the ripple far and wide. So a hooey ho, toodle pip, and until next time, aloha.